Hey everybody, this is Jim the Tabletop Engineer. Welcome to a new playthrough video. Today I'm picking up with 2d6 Dungeon and Realm. I don't have the Realm book to show you. I'm using it on my iPad, but right now I am in the dungeon. So I am using the core book, the 2d6 Dungeon core book, and I am in a room where I have just encountered a guard. It's an abandoned guard post, and it told me to roll on L1G. So L1G is level 1 guard, page 38. And if you're learning to play this game and you don't know about the index in the back, on page 139, all the tables are listed with their page number. It's really nice to put a bookmark or a little flag on it so you can flip back and forth. So we have a level 1 guard, which is right here, this table. I roll a d6 to determine the enemy. I rolled a 5, which is just a guard. It is a level 1, so I go find the level 1 guard card. And if you don't have the cards, all of these enemy cards are in the back of the 2d6 Dungeon reference book, right here. I think they're all back there. Is guard in here? Yep, they're all in here. Okay, so the level 1 guard, I will throw the card up on the screen for you. The level 1 guard has 7 hit points. 4, 5, 6, 7. It blocks on secondary 3s and secondary 5s. No primaries. If I kill it, I get 13 XP. And it has 2 maneuvers, a stab and a swipe. So we're going to start on turn number 1, combat turn. He has, or she has 1 shift, and I have 2. So I will attack first. Roll my 2 dice. I rolled a 4-4. My best attack to match this will be I can do a heavy slash, which it requires a 6-4. Take a look at the screen. I'll put my maneuvers up there. I have a hack and a heavy slash, and they have what's called a dice set. On a 6-4, I can turn this 4 into a 6 by using my 2 shift to go 1, 2. It is now a 6-4. Now, it only brought, these should be red, 3 and a 5. I use red dice for secondaries. So it blocks on a secondary 3 or 5. I rolled a secondary 4, so it will not be blocking. The damage on my heavy slash is a d6 plus 2. I rolled 6 plus 2 is 8, and I kill that guard in 1 swoop. All right, I get 13 XP, which takes me up to 20. And it says for treasure, roll on PT 1 minus 1. That is going to be a pouch table, I believe. PT 1 is pouch table 1, page 23. So I'll go to 23. Pouch table 1, you roll 2d6 and I subtract 1. It says PT 1 minus 1. So that is an 8. Minus 1 is 7, 7. A few coins rattle. Gain 4d6 copper. 5 plus 10 is 15. I got 15 copper. I also get 2d6 silver. This should pay my taxes on my land, hopefully. I got 7 silver. And if I remember right, I need 12 silver, 12, so I'm not there yet. Although 15 copper is 1.5 silver, they go in tens, so I'm getting there. The abandoned also gave me plus 13 XP, which I circled just so I remember how much XP I have. And if you remember on the room, page 42, it said that if you defeat the guard, you also have to roll on table RUPT 1 plus 1. RUPT, which is rubbish pile, page 27. And it says I add 1 to the roll for the rubbish pile. So here's the rubbish pile. Roll 2d6, add them together, and then I will add 1. 5 plus 1 is 6. There are some small twisted bits of metal. So I'll just write for inventory, I got twisted bits of metal. Anytime you find things like that, you want to write them down in this game because there are always times when you can, for the story, You can sometimes use like a ball of yarn to get out of a fix. Who knows how these twisted bits of metal are going to help me, but hopefully they will. Now my adventure right now is down to 6 health out of 10. So, and I could use my healing potion, which would bring me up to 10, but that's kind of risky right now, considering I haven't left the dungeon. Now in this game, every level, this is level 1 by the way, level 1. On every level, there is one secret way to get back up to the surface. And you can only find it on a wall that is running up against the border of your map. So in this case, this room has 3 squares that border this wall. Now this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You roll a number of d6 equal to the number of squares, and if you roll a 6, you've found that secret tunnel up. You can use it one time, and then you use it to come back to the dungeon, and it collapses. And at that point, you're stuck in the level until you get down to the next level, which there will hopefully be another tunnel up to the surface. So I want to see if I can find it here. I rolled a 6, so this is good to know. I am going to put a box here with a SC for the secret chute. I'm not going to use it right now, but I know I can come back to it if I need to. Now these doors are locked. I can use I have a scroll called Melt Metal, which will destroy a lock, but they're locked. So I could open one of these doors. But I think what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to backtrack. I'm going to leave this room, come down the hall, and I'm going to go through this hall right here and see where it leads. I rolled a 1-6, which is a quarter going north. So it comes over 1, and then it goes up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So for the story, you can sometimes twist these little encounter rooms. You know, you can try to make the map fit, so to speak. So if I go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it is almost meeting this door. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to join it. I'm going to say that door right there connects to here. And I'll shade all this in. And you don't have to. I mean, I could have tried to roll to see if there was maybe a small room or something. But what you're trying to do is tell a story, and you want your dungeon to sort of make sense. So I'm trying to make sense of the door here and the quarter going up. Now, what I didn't do, that quarter may continue. That door may just go into the quarter. Let's see if this quarter is a dead end. 5, it is not. So this quarter can continue on up. So let's do that. Let's follow this quarter. A room, 5 by 4. So I'm going to go 1. Sorry, pencil's not working. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and it goes up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it comes over and down. So I draw the sort of the boundary, the corners of it, and then I roll to see how many exits. 2 is 1 exit. So I will put that. I'll put it right here. Now I don't know what type of exit that is until I roll for the room, but we'll get to that in just a second. All right, this is going to be room number 3. And I go to the table on page 43. Entry room, part 1. And I roll to see what this is. It is a 3-2. Room number 3. 3-2. 3-2 is a weapon dump. That could be good for me. A weapon dump. Some crates and barrels hold a range of broken and busted weapons. So there's various barrels sitting around and some crates. And let's see what else it says. You begin to search the space. First, roll on IAUT1 and then MIT2. And it has wooden doors. So this is a wooden door. Is it locked? 6, all doors are locked. So it's locked. And I don't have any picks. If you have picks, you can attempt to pick the door. So let's see what's in here. It says roll on IAUT1. So yeah, that's an interrupt, if I remember right. Interrupts and unexpected, page 36. So on page 36, roll on here. It's a 2d6 with a primary and a secondary. That is a 3-1. A 3-1 is, there is a chest here which you notice has a trap mechanism. You can try to disarm it. Roll 2d6 and add your precision. If you roll 8 or higher, you succeed and take no damage. On a 7 or lower, a blade slices your hand, take 2 health. Inside is a vial of ink and 4d6 plus 20 silver. You know, I'm going to say that's worth trying. Now, it doesn't say you need a pick. It just says you can try to disarm it. There's a trap mechanism. I could be wrong. I think it's the lock picks are just for lock picks, not chests. Let me see if I can find that. My precision, by the way, is 0, so I will not get a modifier on this. All I can do is hope to roll what it asks me to roll. Using scrolls, here we go. Nope, that's not it. Locks and lock picks. If you come upon a locked door or box, so that it is locked, so I cannot do it. There's a locked chest here. Now I'm going to make note of it because if I should find a chest, if I should find a lockpick elsewhere in the dungeon, I could come back and try it. And then it also said to roll on MIT something, MIT 1. It was an unexpected, right? It was page 20, 30. Let me get back to that. Unexpected interruptions. 3-1 was, all right, so, wait a minute, that was the room. So I rolled on the interrupt, which was the chest. Now I roll on the MIT thing, sorry. There's a lot of things to track in this thing. So I rolled a 3-2, weapon dump. Roll on MIT 2. So MIT 2 is metal item table 2, page 15. So let's go to page 15. Metal item table. Metal items, table 2. Roll a d6. I rolled a 5, which is a pommel of a dagger. So I got a pommel dagger. And that's it. No gold. Wow, no coins. So I rolled on the pouch table for the guard and I did find the silver coins and the 15 coppers. So that's not bad. But nothing to fight in room 3. So that room is done. I may come back to it. So since this door is locked, I could use my melt metal, but I'm going to hold off on that because I still have these 2 quarters down here. You want to, you want to explore as much of the dungeon as you can before you give up and use your magic to force a door open or whatever. All right, so I'm going to backtrack all the way, and we're going to go north through this quarter. And I rolled a 6 by 2. So, 2 by 6, excuse me. So 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a thin room. How many exits? 4 is 2. So I will put 1 here and 1 here. And we need to see what this room is. This is going to be room number 4. And page 43. And roll 2d6. A 3-3. 3-3 is a shackle room. There's probably going to be a prisoner here. Shackle room. 3-3. It says, shackles and chains hang from the stone walls and a cage stands in one corner. A form moves from the darkness. Roll on table, there is a prisoner, but roll on L1WO. I don't know what that is. L1WO is level 1 worker, page 38. So there is a level 1 worker, and the level 1 worker is right here. Roll a d6. Roll a 4, which is a medic. The medic card Medic is a level 1. You're on level 1. All the enemies are going to be level 1, hopefully. And the level 1, I'll put it up on the screen. He has, or she has, 4 health. She blocks on primary 3s and 4s, which is not good for me. Well, the hack will be primary 3s and 4s. So my hack, if I choose or do a hack, she will suffer 1 less damage. She has 1 shift, combat round number 1, and I will go first. I rolled a 2-2. With 2 shift, I can turn that to a 4-2. It's normally D6 minus 2 damage, but she blocks on primary 4s, so it becomes D6 minus 3. 6 minus 3 is 3 damage. She's got 1 health left. She swings at me with a 6-3. With 1 shift, she cannot do a 3-3, so she misses. We go to turn number 2. I swing. 5-4. With 2 shift, I can make that a 6-4. She does not block on primary 6s. It's D6 plus 2. She's only got 1 health. 3 plus 1 is 4. She dies. I get plus 5 XP. So I'm up to 25. Roll on pouch table 2, plus you get Malacco leaves. So my inventory will be Malacco leaves. Malacco leaves are one of the ingredients that you can use to make some healing potions or healing salves. So I do have in Malacco leaves. Now I get to roll on pouch table 1 at -2. So I think that was page 15, was it? Pouch table, nope. Pouch table is... Pouch table... Don't try and memorize these numbers. There's so many to memorize. Pouch table 2, PT, well, yeah. Pouch table 2 is on page 23. It's pouch table 1. Page 23, pouch table 1, and I'm subtracting 2. All right, so let's roll it. That is a 6 minus 2 is 4, nothing. Empty pouch. But I can take the pouch. You will need some containers in this game at times. All right. Defeated her. Now it also said on this room, which is the shackle room, there was another condition. So apparently there's a prisoner, I think, that gets to be rescued. I rolled a 3-3. If you survive, roll on ENP1. It is a reinforced door. These are reinforced doors. Are they locked? I rolled a 2, which is metal doors are locked. Reinforced doors are locked on a 5 or 6. Metal doors are locked on a 4 or 6. So it's unlocked. So these are unlocked. They're just reinforced, but they're unlocked. All right. ENP1, which is, I think that's a prisoner. ENP is an encounter prisoner, page 34. So we go to page 34. Prisoner table 1. I rolled snake eyes 2. Lying face down is a man. He is motionless, so you cut the binds on his hands and he turns and attacks. Face an infernal monk. Well, that was really good. Try to help somebody and they're going to attack me. Okay. Infernal monk. We have another combat round. The infernal monk has 1 shift. He blocks on primary 2s and 5s. So thankfully, I don't have any attacks that use primary 2 or 5. So I will go ahead and attack. And by the way, he has, this is room number 4 again. So there is a infernal monk with 6 health. All right, I rolled a 3-3. With 2 shift, I can make that a 4 by bumping it up 1, and I can make this a 2 by going down. So a 4-2 is D6 minus 2 damage. He does not block on a primary 4. 5 minus 2 is 3. He is at half his health. He attacks me with a 2-4. With one shift, he can make that a 3, but he can't turn that into a 3, and he can't turn that into a 6 with a 2 for the fire whip, so he misses. Turn number 2. I rolled a 1-3. With 2 shift, I cannot make that a 4-2 or a 6-4, so I miss. He rolls a 2-5. He can, with his single shift, turn that to a 6, which is a fire whip. I don't block on a primary 2, so it's D6 minus 1. Ah. I rolled 2 minus 1 is 1 damage. I am down to 5. Turn number 3. Level 3 is, level 1 characters are so squishy and easy to kill. It makes me nervous. All right, let me roll. I rolled a 5-1. With 2 shift, I can make that a 4 and that a 2, which is D6 minus 2 again. 1 minus 2 is no damage. He attacks with a 2-5. He can again make that a 2-6. D6 minus 1. No damage. Turn number 4, we all get a bonus shift. I will roll. I got a 2-2. I can make that a 4-2, which is D6 minus 2. 5 minus 2 is 3, and that kills the Infernal Monk. I get plus 15 XP, so I'm up to 40 now. And it says roll on pouch RPT. That's religious pouch. Let's go to page 23. I'm hoping that's where it is. Page 23. Nope, that's just pouches. Where's religious pouch? Religious pouch. 1, and I add 1 to the roll. I rolled an 11, 12. You pull out a small silver cross, and as it touches your skin, you feel warm. Heal up to your base HP. Done. I'm up to 10, or no, sorry. I have 40 health, or 40 XP, and 10 health. I don't know what I was doing there. All right, 10 health. I had these mixed. You can only use it 1 time. So it is a small silver cross. It doesn't have a value, so if worse comes to worse, I might be able to sell it for 5 silver. I don't know. We'll roll a random die to see what it's worth. Let's roll a D10 and see what it's worth. 1. All right, so I won't be selling it. Okay, where are we? I got the XP. Oh, the room. So I rolled for the prisoner. It turned out to be a bad guy. I got some stuff from him. These doors are unlocked, so we will continue. Let's go through this north door here. I rolled a 4-4, 4x4. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. How many exits? That is 2. I'll put 1 going north and 1 going to the west. And I can shade all this in because it's just nothing's going to encounter there. All right, let's see what this room is. This is room number 5. And room number 5, page 43. We will roll to see what is in this room. 5-2. I try to get in a habit of writing what I roll down so I can reference it back if I need to. 5-2 is sleeping quarters. What do you want to bet? There's something here. Sleeping quarters. Behind 2 curtains on each side are neat wood beds. All right, there's a bed there, and there's a bed here behind a curtain. Someone jumps up. Roll on L1R. You see a religious carving atop a cupboard. Roll on RATT1. Random exits. So let's go ahead and deal with the exits first. Roll, see what they are. The random exits, you roll 2d6. That's a 2-6, which is curtains. That makes sense. So there's curtains. So these are open. And now I roll on L1R, I believe it said. That was a 5-2. Roll on L1R. That was a level 1. Level L1R is level 1 religious enemy, page 38. Okay, so it's a religious enemy. The religious enemy is right here. Roll a d6. That's a 6. A cultist and a crazed preacher. I have 2 enemies, but thankfully I'm back up to my full health. Crazed preacher. All right, we are out of time. So in the next video, I will take on the cultist and cursed preacher, and I may have to go back up. We'll have to see. What's interesting about this game with the realms is, as long as you're in the dungeon, that counts as 1 turn. You can stay in here as long as you want, and when you come back up, you continue forward with your turns. So you kind of want to try to explore as much of the dungeon as you can before you head back up, because once it hits turn 6 or the end of turn 6, I have to pay taxes. And right now I don't have enough to pay them. So I need to keep fighting. All right, this is Jim the Tabletop Engineer. Thanks for joining me on this new game of 2d6 Dungeon and 2d6 Realm. As soon as I get the book, I will bookmark it with tabs so the game will move a little faster, a little smoother. Until then, this is Jim the Tabletop Engineer. Thanks for joining me. Everybody, take care.
Check out the new RPG and Wargame newsletter. Each week, the Tabletop Engineer shares news, products, Kickstarters, and much more related to the gaming hobby. It's free to subscribe, so check out the link in the video description below to sign up.